Welcome back, everybody. I'm David Hall with Stephen Wade Honda Mazda, where we have 10 on the lot. We hand select 10 vehicles that we heavily discount. And I'm just real quick going to go over those vehicles with you right now. 2021 Toyota Corolla. We have two of those. We have a 2021 Toyota Camry. We have a 2024 Mazda Hatchback Turbo Premium, a 2022 Chrysler Pacifica Touring L, a 2013 Lexus IS 350C, and a 23 Jeep Wrangler Willys Turbo Diesel. Last but not least, a 2022 Honda Civic Sedan. And let's just get right into it. Here at Stephen Wade Honda Mazda, we have two great brands under one roof. Now, with that being said, we want to ramp this up. This has been going so well for us over the last few weeks that these are real discounts. I'm going to show you these vehicles. I'm going to start from start to finish, but I want you to keep in mind while I'm talking that we're going to give you $500 off the cost of any of these vehicles, or apply $500 to your trade-in vehicle if necessary. Now let's kick it off right over here with this 2023 Turbo Diesel Jeep Wrangler Willys. This thing's loaded, tons of features, low mileage. Actually, why don't you just come take a look at this interior real quick if you come around me. Now, this is a Jeep Wrangler. We live in southern Utah. This is St. George, Utah, where we're a stone throw away from Moab, from a lot of the best off-roading spots. Jeeps are kind of a cornerstone to our community. That's why I wanted to highlight this. I got to hand select these rock rails, Willys, a tribute to the original Willys. This car right here is a turbo diesel for $36,975. It's got super low miles on the odometer. Come check that out. Let's move on to this Chrysler Pacifica. This is a 2022 Chrysler Pacifica. Now, for the whole family, a lot of big families, this is probably one of your preferred vehicles as a minivan. Not only is this just a minivan, it is a Touring L, so it's fully loaded with features. It's a 2022 for $22,000. Well, let me get to that price in just a second. I want you to see some of this. All leather interior, heated seats, remote start. This is, if you want to cruise in style with the whole family, you want to take a road trip, even if you just want to roll up to school looking fresh, you got a Chrysler Pacifica in this beautiful gray color. But let's move on to the price of this. This also has, I think, like 60,000 miles on the odometer for $22,550. I am subject to change that depending on seeing your presence. All right, this one, again, I hand selected these. Lexus 350, let me make sure I say it right, IS 350C. This was a local trade-in to us. This was a 2013, super low miles. This is more of a gem in my opinion, because when you trade something like this into us, we're not sure how to value it, you know? I mean, we're a dealer, but we're dealing with stuff that's a little bit newer, not so much collector's items, but we were able to strike a deal on this car. And this is a convertible Lexus. It's been garage kept, locally owned, and I just didn't know how to price it. So it's an F Sport. It's so fun, fast, clean, beautiful red color, low miles. I went ahead and just priced it at $25,900 just to make sure that I'm competitive and aggressive. That is clean right there. And come see me. Okay, something a little more economical. I want to make sure there's something in this whole wheelhouse for everybody. The 2021 Toyota Corolla. If you don't know about this car, this is just like fuel saver. I think I've done it in a couple of the other episodes. This is, again, first-time car buyer. If you're getting a car for your kid's going off to college, or you just want a fuel saver, you want a commuter, these cars I have had for too long. I have several of them, and I know I already had them at a good price of $17,200, I think. Well, they didn't sell, and I'm scratching my head. This is a fuel saver. It's reliable. This is what you want for either a first-time car or commuter. I'm going to sell this car for $16,500. Forget it. But there's like 60,000 miles on the odometer, and then its exact twin, same mileage, same year, same price, same everything. But if you'd like it in red, I've got that here for you too. come see these, you guys. Like, these are real deals. This is, we call it 10 on the lot. We call it wheel deals. But the truth is, we just want to make sure that you come see us and that you purchase from us, that you get to see, you work with our staff, our management, our salespeople, and you get to see our level of customer service and how much pride we take in our pre-owned inventory. Moving on to this 2021 Toyota Camry. You're starting to see a trend here because I got to pick them. There's a 2021 Toyota Camry. This car speaks for itself. You want the full-size sedan, you want to get something a little larger than that Corolla I showed you, you want some more bells and whistles, but you still want that reliable gas saver, 2021 Toyota Camry for $20,250. If you do want to see the interior of this car, I recommend it. If I could get it unlocked. It is clean. It's a leather trim with a nylon insert. It's got all your features, your CarPlay, your Android Auto. Super clean, a little bit more luxury sedan, but you can't beat that price. Moving on to one of my pride and joys right here. There's a certified pre-owned Mazda 3 hatchback turbo premium. When Mazda says turbo, they're not playing around. This is fully loaded with a Bose sound system. You'll see that on the door panel there. Now, this leather, completely loaded hatchback vehicle. Actually, why don't we see the space? Come right back over here with me. Why don't we see the space of that hatch? Look at that. Mazda, when we get brand new Mazdas, they don't let us mess with the accessories, add a bunch of accessories, change the price of those accessories. Those are done at the manufacturer. So if it has something like a cargo tray or all-weather floor mats or roof rails, that's because they did it. And you are not overpaying for those. Love that about Mazda. Also, they're sold at a really good price. This car specifically is a certified pre-owned car with super low miles on the odometer. And I know I started by saying when Mazda says zoom, zoom, they're not playing around, or they say turbo, they're seriously not. This car is fast. This car is fun. This car actually has a bit of space. This is not only a daily driver, but if you need to get to where you're going quick, this will get the job done and then some with the heads-up display. I don't know, that car really excites me, and I love the way it looks, the two-tone, the white, the black. Love that car a lot. Last but not least, for our pre-owned, we have a Honda Civic. Honda Civic. Ask anybody. Go online, friends, family. The Honda Civic, I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many years this car has been around, but it has gone over a makeover. In 2023, they made the Honda Civic a bit larger, have a bit more space. I should probably go over that. The price of this car is where I got super aggressive. Honda holds its value so well that I can demand a higher price for this car than any other cars. But because we're doing this 10 on the lot, because we're look at StephenWadeHonda.com/top 10 to see what I'm really doing here, or what we're really doing here, I went ahead and just kept it competitively priced at $22,000, even alongside all these other cars, so that I don't know how else to tell you guys. Like, these are real deals. Come check out the space of this car. If you remember the old Honda Civic, it got a revamp in 2023. It's got the honeycomb vents. It's got tons more space now. It's got a beautiful screen, lightning chargers. The space alone is enough to show you that Honda really stepped up their game. You can utilize the back seat of a Honda Civic or travel with anybody, but this car you could comfortably travel in. This is definitely something you should see when it comes to a Honda Civic. This is probably as close to an old Honda Accord's trunk space right here. Massive trunk space. That's really cool. And if you don't know the changes that Honda's undergone, then, well, now you know. I can't speak highly enough about them because they don't need to work on their motor. They don't need to work on their transmission. They are mechanically sound, and that's been proven. So they get to listen to consumer reports, and they get to change the things that mean a lot to you: suspension, space, road noise. So you're going to see all those changes in that new body style, and it's very well priced. Okay, much anticipated brand new cars. I know I do every week. I do the 8 pre-owned cars that I hand select. They're competitively priced. We're not fooling around. But now, the brand new Mazda CX5. This is the flagship of Mazda right here. Every time you go onto Edmunds, Car and Driver, Consumer Reports, this car right here will be topping the charts. This is a compact SUV, standard all-wheel drive. Sorry I couldn't get my team to clean it up. We had a little bit of rain earlier, but it's a beautiful black vehicle. We have tons of them. The reason I'm showing you this is because, again, I've had it for a while. I get to discount this price of a brand new car, which is a fairly rare thing in today's age. Now you have, check out the interior. This is a preferred safety feature of Mazda. It's not going to let me open that door. So one of the safety features of Mazda is that, like, let's say you're alone and you go and you unlock your car in a parking lot and you get into the driver's seat. Well, once you get into the driver's seat, it only unlocks this driver's door so that someone can't jump in next to you. You go in there, even in their middle of the road, preferred trim level, they have memory seats, heated seats, leather seats, that standard all-wheel drive. You get way more bang for your buck with Mazda, and that's something I really appreciate with them. Not to mention that this is one of the most reliable and safest vehicles on the road. Don't take my word for it. Check that out online. Fact check me. I know I said it last time. I'll say it again. This car means a lot to me, so as you can tell in my enthusiasm. $31,757 for a brand new Mazda CX5 all-wheel drive preferred. I can and will discount that $500 if you get in here as soon as possible, or I'll apply $500 to your trade. Here it is. I've been holding this back for a while now. This one is serious. This is Honda's all-new, fully electric Prologue. This is a touring trim level, so I got a really nice trim level. This car is astounding, gorgeous. It's a Honda through and through. I'm going to show you this interior, but take yourself around this car for just a second to really take all of this beauty in. This is their platinum white pearl. As the sun hits it, you're going to see that pearl. Those wheels, the stance of this vehicle, Honda nailed it. They had a lot of time to do so. They actually are pretty conservative, like I've said before. They waited until the electric vehicles, until they didn't want to just shotgun this idea. So there you go. Look at that interior. My goodness, fully electric Honda Prologue, two-tone interior, all leather, all the features that you could ever expect from a Honda's touring trim level. Beautiful car. If you just come test drive this car, because this is new technology, but again, Honda always holds back on just releasing something. So you know that this car is not only an awesome, beautiful, all-electric car, but it was made by Honda themselves. So come around in front of this vehicle, and let me show you the price of this. This is another huge thing. I don't know how long this is going to last. And again, I said it last time, check with your CPA on what you can write off and what you can't. But there is still a $7,500 tax rebate on this vehicle, it being fully electric. And then Honda went a step further. There is quite literally up to $17,000 in total rebates on this car. So not only is there a dealer discount down to $55,341 on this specific Honda Prologue that I'm doing with 10 on the lot, but I may even push that a little further and take advantage of up to $17,500 in rebates on this car. You have to come see it. You have to come see it for yourself. I know I'm excited. I'm doing my best, but you have to see this for yourself. Again, you guys, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of 10 on the Lot. I'm David Hall, Stephen Wade, Honda, Mazda, two great brands under one roof. Make sure to look at the website and save which vehicle you want to come see. Call the number on the screen. You'll get it directly to me. Again, the website, for this promotion is StephenWadeHonda.com/top 10. Thanks for joining us, you guys, and we'll see you next week.